When I get back from any major free flight contest, I try to analyze what went right and what went wrong and what were the reasons for it going wrong. This year I entered the Jetex event for the first time with using the TSP rocket motors that I had just started using this year. I'm using the smallest motor, the L1. I do have some L2 motors I haven't tried yet. My idea was I would start with the lowest performance and try to find an airplane combination that works well for that, and then move on to higher performance. Here you see my snowflake flying at the 2023 Nats, and it never got very high, maybe only about 40 feet. So I came to the conclusion that the higher temperature of maybe like 80 some degrees compared to flying when it was in the 50s had something to do with the performance and how it never climbed very high. There's an article in the current Simpo about the TSP motors and about the BMK tracker. I seem to be having some range issues this year at the Nats with the tracker in the Snowflake and in my E20. So I kind of came to the conclusion that maybe the high voltage power lines had something to do with that. Well, here's a little segment of flying with the L1 motor either last winter or in the spring when the weather was probably in the 60s, and I seemed to get better performance. Not outstanding performance, but at least I was getting flights that were like a minute long instead of 30 seconds. Tracker was working much better too, and had better range. Now the reason that I was really grateful to find this little tracker was the first year that I had my Sky Demon E20 at the Nats. Just doing some flights for fun. I lost the model for quite a long time, not very far away, because it just disappeared in the grass. This is a picture of my GTS E20 at the 2022 Nats, where I had such trouble finding it. I flew the same plane this year, and I was able to find it, but I know the range was not really good. Here's the winning plane from Stan Budenbaum. He had just tremendous height, as did some of the other people, and I believe Frank Perkins was second place here. This event is really pretty popular. And here's a picture of the high tension power lines that go on the outside of the Muncie field. From questions I've asked of other people, they say this definitely could affect your radio reception. Thanks for watching, and more Nats videos to come.